Okay, I was wrong. I was wrong and I messed up and I owe you an apology. Waterboy, I apologize. But in my defense, okay, he was given those, like I said, spoiler alerts for Naruto Shippuden, he was given those Obito / Toby vibes, okay? He was given those vibes, I'm sorry. And, you know, he kind of had a little crash out.
Shouldn't have. Dang, Waterboy.
It was warranted because of Chase, but it was a little crash out, so I was kind of right about the whole little, he's not that anxious. I was all right. And also in my defense, I was right about Blonde Blazer. People were down on her, oh, she's evil. I was like, she's not evil. She's cool. She's bad A. She's not gonna be a rat or a mole or a traitor or whatever. I was right about that. But Waterboy, I apologize for doubting you. And then when Dispatch finishes, we're gonna see at the end of the episode, we're gonna see him, you know, all of a sudden this dark aura is gonna encapsulate him, and we're gonna see that little goofy facade, okay? You know, you didn't. There was nothing about you. You weren't good. Well, he was good. He was good. You weren't bad. I mean, you know, he was just there. Okay, now that we got apologies out of the way, my first YouTuber apology. Hi guys, how are ya? It's Adesuward, and wonderful weather we're gonna have, because today or tonight we're gonna talk about Dispatch and my overall thoughts on the ending. Okay, like I mentioned in my last video, I'm watching Cory play. I'm only watching Cory, so I'm only gonna go off of his gameplay and what I saw in his game. I haven't seen any alternate timelines, so I'm only going off of what Cory did. And honestly, I love Cory's gameplay. Only thing I didn't love, I really wish he romanced Blonde Blazer. I don't care. I am a Blonde Blazer lover. I love Blonde Blazer. I think she's so cool and she's so fierce and she's not a pushover. She's just such a great, chill character and super kind but strong. And she doesn't have that, oh, I can fix her. Why do some of you guys want a project? Why do you guys want to fix her? I don't want to fix Invisigal. I'm sorry, I don't want to fix her. And I know the whole game is about redemption and redeeming yourself and helping them do that. That's cool. I can help you do that without having to romance you. I'm sorry, but I prefer to see a healthy relationship and not something dangerous or bad boy, bad girl. No, like we're about to die all the time. Like, no, let's get something that's healthy and safe, but there's still passion. They're still fiery, you know? Let's get that. I really wish he romanced Blonde Blazer because she's just so cool to me, but alas, he didn't. That's my only gripe with his gameplay. Other than that, I think his gameplay was very cool. I don't care. I think it's very cool. No glaze, but I think it was great. I also want to give myself some credit. I know I was wrong about Waterboy. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong about this. I'm not wrong about this. But I was right about Blonde Blazer. And also the scene at the bar when we saw that guy, I was like, that's Shroud, isn't it? I don't know who else got it, but I want to give myself some credit. I called that being Shroud because it was just so obvious. I just feel like the atmosphere was just, who was this random guy sitting at the bar near Robert? It felt too random to be like a nobody. So I was like, okay, that's definitely Shroud. But I think it was cool seeing him in that, like, you know, casual state. And then the immediate, I'm sorry, that gunshot to the bartender's head, I didn't see that coming. I was like, whoa, that was overkill, literally. But I think it made sense for Shroud's character to do that, just to kind of show how much of a bad guy he is, or just how unhinged he is. But moving past, that's when we talk about the main stuff right now. The people who gave the theory of Invisigal being there the night of Robert's / Mecha Man's accident, you guys were spot freaking out, because she was there and she did plant the bomb on Mecha Man's suit and ultimately caused it to blow up. That was, I don't want to say it was that surprising just because, you know, the theory was already out there. I think what made that more surprising was just how correct the theory was of her being there that night. That was what I was most shocked about. Like, her doing that, it kind of makes sense just to add on to the angst of the story. She was a villain and she did actual villain things, which makes it harder to, you know, like her character or dislike it or whatever. So I do think it was a smart thing for the game to add, but it was just more shocking that everyone called that, like, what the heck. But with that being said, my main problem with Invisigal is just the way she's so angsty and kind of refuses to really talk about what the problem is. I get it, you know, she's trying to maybe protect the Z team and protect Robert, and if she says too much, it can put everyone at risk and danger. I understand, but at the same time, it's just, girl, say something, like, give me something. Obviously, you know, she could still be trusted. she wasn't giving those double agent. I mean, almost, but I mean, not really at the same time. So I just wish she gave us more. Just stop talking in code, stop talking in secret, stop talking in riddles. Let us know what the vibe is so we can know how to move with you, you know? That was my main problem with her. Now I want to talk about the fight scene between Shroud and the Z team and Shroud's goons. And I love when the ZT came. I love finally seeing them in action. I feel like we just haven't really, you know, obviously when we're playing the actual dispatch portion, you don't see them fighting. So finally seeing the team in action and kicking butt was so cool. That one moment between Prism and Malevola, nah, I know I said I want Blonde Blazer, but Malevola is, oh, I wish we could romance her. I wish we could romance her. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, but I do wish we could romance Malevola because she's so fine. She's so fine. She's so fine and she's so cool. Her powers are cool. Her aura is so cool. I wish she could be a romance option for sure. But yeah, that scene between Prism and Malevola, the whole catching thing, I love that. PheomaMan, such a disappointment. He freaking was a disappointment. Oh my gosh. How are you literally an alien from outer space or wherever he's from and have no motion? He had zero motion. That one scene, make love to you. Like, shut up. Fight. And I get it. If they make him too OP, it's like, what's the point of Mecha Man actually fighting? But it's just like, he was barely there. Like, yes, he caught Blonde Blazer and he had very, very few minuscule moments, but nothing that wowed me, nothing that gave me chills. Like, literally, Blonde Blazer, which walked into the bar, that gave me chills. PheomaMan is supposed to be this, and I'm thinking this Superman character, just like Corey said, he was lame. Like, what? He tried something one time, gets blasted, and then disappears for I don't know how long, and it comes back and does barely anything. Like, cut the show. PheomaMan, go back to, I don't know, go, let's get out my sight. Get out my sight, seriously. I know I'm being a little harsh, but I feel like he deserves it. I mean, guys, even Royd, who's not particularly a fighter in this, I guess, you know, this gameplay, he's not a fighter, and even he was more useful than PheomaMan. I don't think Royd even has powers. He's more useful than PheomaMan. Does he have powers? I don't remember. But if he does, cool. If he doesn't, he's more useful than PheomaMan. So that's why I'm so disappointed by his character introduction. He was introduced as this super strong and powerful character just to give us nothing. And to be fully outshined by even Waterboy. Even Waterboy outshined him. I don't care. Even Waterboy, like, damn, Waterboy. I apologize again. But even Waterboy outshined him, you know? Now, moving past PheomaMan, or PheomaFLOP, I do agree with Corey's decision to kill Shroud. I just feel as if, you know, again, I know I give him about redemption and giving the villains a second chance, but, I mean, Shroud, man Zung killed his damn father. He gotta go. He gotta go. Like, Shroud was not a good guy. I don't think he really, I don't think it's gonna be, you know, this Avatar moment, I'm gonna take your bending away. I think Shroud needed to go. I think getting him out of there, getting rid of this villain was a good choice to make. And if I was playing, I definitely would have made the same call. I also want to talk about the scene where Shroud took Beef hostage. Now, I don't want to say this scene was out of place, but it did feel just a little out of place. More so because I almost wish they had taken Chase as leverage, but taking Beef as leverage, it was just, okay, that's, you know, it makes sense, but it didn't feel heavy enough. And I didn't expect anything to happen to Beef, but if it was with Chase, I would have been, whoa, what's gonna happen? I would have been more inclined to believe something bad could happen, you know? So I kind of wish that was more of a stronger scene. Like, it could have been so fire if they had used Chase instead. But they couldn't have done that because Chase was in Blonde Blazer suit, so I get it. But I kind of wish that was a little more chilling. I think I'll stop there for all of my thoughts. I have a lot more to say, but I'll just talk about all my friends. Other than that, I do think it'd be cool to see a season 2. Not sure whether it'd pick up. You know, I went on the subreddit, people were saying, what if the main character for season 2 is Invisigal or Blonde Blazer or Robert again? I think it'd be cool to see Robert again, and maybe this time coaching a new team and then seeing how the Z team is doing. I don't really know what they plan on doing for season 2, but I do hope it's something cool, and I do hope Corey also plays that because I probably won't play it. I don't know. I think I just prefer watching. But okay, my stars, wonderful that we just had. Pretty, please are pretty patty on top. Like, comment, subscribe for some more wonderful weather, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!